Happy Manga Tuesday. Hey. Baka. Hey. Manga Tuesday. G'day, they call me DRC, and this is called Manga Tuesday, episode 96. And as you can see, I'm a man of the people. You know, I listen to what the people want in a timely and orderly fashion. Not like these fucking scumbags like PewDiePie and others. I left a comment on one of his videos a couple of days ago saying, "You're gay, can I get a Happy Manga Tuesday?" And do you think I've gotten that Happy Manga Tuesday? No, I have not. But I am a man of the people. I listen. I've got my ear to the streets and I am here to serve you people. So today, as requested by the great spikehead face with glass, we shall be reviewing Henshin Emergence, also known as Metamorphosis. Henshin is a one-shot manga, and it is a fan-made Doshinji dystopian spin-off of Rurouni Kenshin. In case you haven't noticed, I do not own the manga physically, so instead I drew this handmade, hand-drawn front cover for the manga that I think perfectly captures the essence of Henshin. What can be said about a manga like Henshin? It's difficult to put it into words. So that pretty much sums things up for today. For a rating, I would give it a 6.82 out of 10. And that pretty much sums things up. Enough of all these fucking jokes. Let's get to some serious shit. Some brass tacks, if you will.
Fuck all these jokes.
Henshin is pretty short, only 7 chapters in total. I started reading it this morning, but before I did, I actually quickly looked at the Wikipedia and just read through the story summary, because I didn't even know if I was actually going to read it at that stage. And you know what? It actually, just reading through the summary, actually seemed like it could potentially be a bit of an intriguing story. A sad, dark, fucked up story, but a story nonetheless. Unfortunately, it is in fact a hentai, which it is sure to remind you of. You won't miss that fact if you actually read it. Also, side note, hentai is kind of banned in Australia, so please don't tell anyone that I drew that cover of Henshin, or else I could get in trouble. So yes, when I actually started reading the manga, it was an interesting enough read to make me want to, you know, continue reading it until we get up to the sex scenes and the sexual violence, which it is sure to slap you in the face and remind you, hey, this is a hentai. It is ridiculously, overly the top, explicit and graphic in a way that was, I don't know, just off-putting, to me at least. And once I got up to the first one, I immediately was like, started sort of skimming through it. And then I sort of skimmed through the rest of the manga. And it only sort of gets worse when you get up to the more fucked up scenes of sexual violence and incestual rape, and it goes on. Had this not been a hentai, and the sexual scenes were a little less in-your-face graphic and a little more insinuative, a little more tell, don't show in this case. Had it been a little more like that, I think I could have maybe actually enjoyed reading this manga. It's still a very dark and very fucked up story, but you know, dark and fucked up stories can be intriguing. It focuses on a young high school girl, a little bit of a loner, a little bit of a nerd, and her fall from grace, let's say, her nosediving into rock bottom. You see, it shows her metamorphosis from a pure, innocent child to a fallen angel, fallen to the deepest depths of hell, broken beyond repair. If only it wasn't a shitty fucking hentai. And it all goes wrong when she gets a makeover and then gets hit on by a guy and they go to a karaoke bar together. And then he gives her drugs and they have sex. And then next thing you know, she's getting raped by her father, kicked out of the home by her mother, addicted to drugs, prostituting herself for money, gets pregnant, homeless, gets stomped on. And all of this accompanied by the constant detailed depiction of veiny cocks and cum-filled despair. But if you can get past that, it's actually a pretty interesting read. But don't be caught buying it in stores though. Reference, a girl in the short review, reference. It's fucked up. You might be like, what exactly about this story seemed intriguing, you sick fuck? But, you know, dark shit happens in the world, people. Open your eyes. But I didn't really like the manga because it's a hentai. And, you know, believe it or not, I don't really read hentai manga. I don't read hentai manga. And this one, I don't know if it's way more explicit than other hentai manga because I don't really have a reference point, but it's certainly very fucked up. It's a dark and fucked up story. I'll mention that 1,000,002 times until you get it in your head. Did you get it in your head? Do I need to repeat it a few more times, how fucked up and dark it is? Just say the same word. Do I need to Google synonyms for dark and fucked up and just intense, bro? So in conclusion, I feel like this manga would be better if it wasn't a hentai. But if it didn't, it may not have rise to the cult memes status it accrued, and I might not have even heard about it, so I don't know. I guess that actually pretty much sums things up. I don't really have much to say. Other than, you know what, even though I skimmed through most of the middle section of it, it has an emotional ending, and it does really make me think that it could have been so much better, and I really could have connected with it and really felt for the character more without just the graphic displays. I don't need to see multiple pages and panels of it in such detail. I don't want to see that. Just allude to it with a silhouette-y figure for 1 or 2 panels, and that's it. Yes, so for a rating, I would give Henshin a wasted potential out of 10. And so I guess that pretty much sums all the things up. So, thank you for watching. And as always, I'm an island boy.
Tuesdays, Manga Tuesday. Tuesdays, Manga Tuesday. It's Monday, it's Tuesday. It's Wednesday, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, it's Tuesday. It's Monday, it's Manga Tuesday. It's Wednesday, it's Manga Tuesday. It's Tuesday, it's Manga Tuesday. Yeah.
It's Manga Tuesday! Oh, did I mention it's fucked up and dark?